Everybody's
I
state,
heard when he was mentioning that.
yeah, everybody's state is different. Um, let's start with her fringe. So this will work on your side fringe or your full fringe. I have a lot of full fringe people, so we're going to take her full fringe out. And what's the point on the head that I need to find so I'm not cutting it so far back that she looks like the Dutch paint boy? What's it's got all different names. I don't even think I called it the right name. So there's the apex, that's up here, the top of the head. What about to
Yeah.
find where her fringe should end? It's also where her money piece should be for you balayagers out there. Just name it something, whatever you want.
Did
Jorge,
you
you have
type
a
it in
name?
the chat box?
Yeah, type it in
Yep.
the chat box. Front curve. Okay, I call it your flat space. My clients are like, my what? I make them self-conscious. I find their flat space. So the same as we find the apex, where the comb, let me get out of the way so you can see it. Where the comb leaves
Hmm.
the head, that's the top of her head, right? So to find her flat space or her flat spot, same thing. So where this comb leaves, that's where her fringe is going to start, right here. Because if I started on her apex, she's going to hate me, right? So I'm going to find that flat space, and everybody can go like this. We all have one. Some are deeper than others, some aren't.
Yep.
You find it, that not only is your fringe there, but that's your ideal place for foliage or balayage, a money piece. Because what you do is you find that flat spot. Erica, where's your forehead? Or Becky, I named her Becky. So I find that flat spot, and then I come down to her ear. If she was my balayage client, this would all be a money piece. But you can see it, how you'd want that to be your money piece, right? Type yes. All
It's
right,
so
so when
good
you're,
that you were explaining that, because
yeah,
people that relate to color, it would be more understandable when you're talking about the money piece. But
yeah,
if they're designers talking about the apex, so that would change everything. So that's a good hot tip. Maybe you should write that down, guys.
I try. Thanks, Jorge. I'll write it down. Um, well, so here's my thing as a colorist, as a fellow colorist, and a finisher. Like I love all disciplines, which sometimes it gets me a little in trouble with my schedule. But I hate when one discipline doesn't complement the other. Like someone can have a beautiful balayage, but then you go to cut it, and the way the balayage was laid, and you cut it to their head shape, it's like now it's horrible. Or give me a why. If remember when ombre was huge, and you'd do all this beautiful ombre, and then they'd say cut it to my shoulder, and you're like, oh, I never asked, and you cut all the damn ombre. I, I've done it. So as a designer and a colorist, I try to cross those bridges. Okay, so now we found her flat piece, or her flat space, or her flat curve, curve of the head, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you guys ready to be nervous? Because my clients get nervous, and then they go, "Oh my god, I want it!" Oh, you don't even need your comb for this. I'm gonna twist. One, two, three. Depending on how long their hair is, you might want to twist more. I'm gonna take. This is why I make no money if you buy Sam Villa shears. I do love his texturizing shears. I am ambidextrous. I barber and cut and paint and everything with both hands. And his shears are reversible, and it just makes my life easier. So I can have teeth on the bottom or teeth on top. Teeth are on top, it shuts the cuticle down, the hair will lay flat. If your teeth are on the bottom, it lifts the cuticle up and your hair will stick up. You ever have one client that's like, I love this side of my face frame, but this side flips out? It's because not everyone in the world is ambidextrous. And when we cut one side of the face frame beautifully down like this, but then we come up on the other side, right? Watch next time you cut a face frame when we get back to wear a mask when you're cutting people's face frames down. Come down, and then if you can't switch hands with your shears, come this way and cut down. But anyway, so we twisted 3 times. I'm gonna do it from the side so you guys can see how much hair comes off. So see how it's twisted? I always double check where her nose is and where I want my hair to land. So twisting it too makes it shorter, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna do it at the bridge of her nose. Ready? And I'm just gonna take my tight teeth texturizers, and I'm just gonna get rid of that. Your heart's gonna pound, you're gonna get a little sweaty, that's part of it. Your client's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I look like Elvira." Not yet, hold on. Oh, so
That looks
pretty.
really cool.
And see how it's not blunt? It's already texturized. If I wanted to, I could go in and like Jorge said, fine tune it, but I don't have to. It's beautiful. She loves it. She can get out now. But
No,
I'm
I
kidding. I
love
don't
it. I
treat my
love that
clients.
technique.
Yeah,
Funny
super
thing, we do
easy.
something very similar.
You guys do too?
I do that very. I do